Welcome back, my Latina sisters. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. My name is Hector Moya, and in cooperation with Latina Masterminds, I bring you Moya's Kitchen Concepts. I'm here today to give you a little hint on how to make the perfect boiled egg. Seems easy enough, right? But not really. Some people don't really know how to boil an egg. Some people overboil it, some people underboil it. It's done. So I'm going to teach you little tips on how to do the best boiled egg. Also, I have a little tip for you. If you have eggs and you want to know, how old are my eggs? You put your eggs in water. If your egg sits flat, like so, you have a pretty fresh egg. If that egg starts to tilt, not as fresh. Starts to tilt some more. It's completely on the point. Now, if you put it in water, you got to submerge it in water. You got to cover it in water. Okay, and you got to give it enough room so that it can come up. If it does this, it's not very fresh. Probably about 2-3 weeks old. Now, if it starts to float like this, time to throw that egg away. No good. Very bad. Again, your freshest egg, flat. Point to point, flat. All right? Cool. Now, what you want to do is, you're going to take the point, you don't want the point end, okay? You don't want this end. You want to take it over here. On the back end, you're going to take a tack, any old tack. And right in the center of that, you want to put a hole. Just put a hole. Try not to break the hole there. Just a hole right there. Okay? Do that to every egg you're going to do. Okay? A little time consuming, but it's going to give you a nice egg. And it'll also give you an easier way to clean that egg afterwards. Take the shell off without it breaking, even if the egg is cold. Because you know that 9 times out of 10, when you go to clean an egg and take the shell off, that membrane is what holds it on, that little white membrane. And once that gets cold, that rapidly tightens nice and tight around the egg white. So it makes it really hard, and sometimes you pull it apart and you end up throwing away a lot of egg white, and it's a shame. You do this, and this is going to help. Okay? Then what you want to do is, you want to start with cold eggs and cold water. Okay, not room temperature eggs, not hot water. You want those eggs in the water to reach boiling at the exact same time. That's one of your biggest clues. If you go into hot water, I know a lot of people, oh no, hot water will boil faster. You don't want that because your egg still hasn't cooked. So when you take it off the stove, you think, oh, it's been cooking for 3 minutes. No, it hasn't been cooking for 3 minutes. You know, your water boiled right away, but your eggs are still cooking. So now, you want to be able to submerge it in cold water. Okay? Make sure you fill your pot up first, then you bring your eggs over. You don't want to, unless you got a full pot of eggs, you don't want to move your pot over and then you're slamming it around and you accidentally crack the egg, and that's going to affect that. Okay, so you want to fill your water up. Okay? You want to submerge your eggs in there. Make sure it's a pot where your eggs are submerged perfectly. Okay? My eggs, I don't know if you can see them, but they are sitting flat, completely flat in the water. Okay. Now, put them on the stove. Put them on high. Let them come to a boil. Once they've come to, you want a rapid boil. Not a little bit of boil. As soon as it gets to a rapid boil, put your timer on 3 minutes. 3 minutes, stop, finish. Stop, pull it off the heat. Let it sit in the hot water. Just take it off the heat. If it's an electric stove, move it away from that burner. Put it on a cold burner. Let it sit there 3 more minutes. So you're going to cook it for 3. You're going to boil it for 3. Comes to a boil. Boil it for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you shut it off. You move it, and you let it sit for another 3. At this point, you can cool them off, put them in the refrigerator, peel them, however you want. Once you're done that, though, what you're going to come up with is a nice boiled egg. Now, this one's been cool. It's been boiled. It's been sitting. I'm just going to show you that now. I had that little hole. Now, the best way to do these, now, I don't know, you guys might know how to do this. You might not. I'm just going to suggest. You want to hit each end first against the surface, okay? Both the points a little bit, and then in your hand itself, you can just roll it and it'll break. Now you want to go back up to where you had put that hole, okay? And start peeling there, okay? And start peeling right there where that hole was. Now, with what you did in that hole is going to allow the water to actually get into the egg a little and separate that membrane from your egg white. So that your egg is nice and ready to go. And it's going to take me a second here. Now, again, it's always easier to peel these when they're warm. So you can peel them and keep them in the refrigerator. No big deal. Keep them in some plastic and it's good to go. Then you got a nice egg. Okay? And as you can see, my egg is full. I didn't, skin didn't stick. I have my full white. I have my full yolk. You'll have a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg each and every time if you do it that way. Again, 3 minutes once it's boiling, 3 minutes off. Once it's off, you can leave it for more than 3 minutes. I mean, it gets busy. You can leave it in that warm water. It doesn't matter. You can let it cool. As that water cools, not a big deal. It's not going to hurt it. At that point, your egg is good to go. Then you'll have a nice cooked, perfectly cooked egg. Now, when you look at a hard-cooked egg in the center, you don't want it to be completely dry, that yellow, the yolk, dry to where when you open it, it's almost falling apart. That's overcooked. You want it to be a little wet inside. You want it to look like some people would think it's not cooked enough. You want it to have that look. That look is going to give you a perfectly cooked egg. Now, if you don't like it that way, again, leave it in the water a little longer. It'll get a little darker. It'll cook a little more, but if you have it where it's a little translucent, it's a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg. I show you this why. Hard-boiled eggs, perfect thing to keep. Keep a dozen of them boiled in the fridge, besides the raw ones. You're in a hurry, you guys got up late, you got to get the kids to school. You want to make sure they walk out the door with some protein? Put a hard-boiled egg, a little salt on top, perfect. Some protein to start the day. Lunch comes around, you don't know what to make some egg salad. Chop them up, little mayonnaise, salt, pepper, whatever else you like to put in there. Me, myself, egg salad, I'm a purist. I just want the egg salad, some mayonnaise, and a little salt and pepper. No problem. You want to make some potato salad? You got some eggs. You want to make tuna salad? You can throw some hard-boiled egg in it. I mean, it's a good thing to have around. It's ready. It's done. The hardest part is done. You've boiled them. You've peeled them. Now they're in the refrigerator. I guess got to pull them out. Just like if it were Easter, you'd have hard-boiled eggs in the fridge, right? After you had the kids paint their eggs, if you got some youngins. So I mean, it's a really nice thing to have around. It's really real nice. It helps in a lot of ways. You're making salad. We'll cut up a hard-boiled egg, throw it in your salad. It's got so many versatile. It's so versatile, so many uses. And it's a nice thing. It cuts your time in half. Instead of now you got to sit there and boil them and cool them. They're done. They're in the refrigerator. Bing, bang, boom, lickety split, done. So I have another little tip for you though. I love fresh spices. You know this one. I buy whole peppercorns. Sometimes I cook with a whole peppercorn. Sometimes I don't. But what I want to do is I have coffee mill or a spice grinder, whatever you want to call it. Coffee mill is the same thing. This is basically made for a coffee. Okay, this is Proctor Siler. This is for coffee grounds, but I make it for my spices. I love freshly ground pepper. I like to buy my cumin seed full. Blend that. Again, because I can toast my cumin seed in a pan and it gets that nice nutty flavor. It makes a nice smell around the house. It's really good. Coriander, cumin. Whenever you can buy a whole spice, the whole seed, buy the whole seed. You got one of these around, it's simple. I'm going to show you. Take your pepper. Put it in the bowl. You don't want to fill your bowl, depending on how size your bowl is. You know, you want to keep it around the same level as the blade in there. Okay? What you're going to do now is put your cover on. Now they're all a little different. They're all going to work a little different for you. So just figure out what you got. Now, mine is just tap this. Tap that. It's breaking it up. Now, here I can decide how coarse do I want it, how fine do I want it. Do I want it really fine, like table pepper? Do I want it a little coarser? Am I making a steak à poivre? Steak à poivre is a pepper steak. I want to crush that with pepper. I want that a little coarser. I want it a little finer. I'm going to have it fine because I'm going to have it here now for what I make dinner tonight. Shake it up a little bit. Let it keep going. Shake it up a little more. Make sure it's all off the bottom. You know, get yourself a little container like I have, and that's where you put it. See, I have a little bit already made. Already done that I did earlier for lunch. I do it daily. And there you go. It's nicely coarse. As you can see, there's a little bit of coarse to it. Not a whole lot of coarseness to it, but there's a little bit there. I don't know if you're going to see it there. Okay, there's a little coarseness to it, but okay, it's fresh. Trust me, again, if you don't think what I'm saying is true, do it. Do a little. Let it sit for a week. Then do some fresh. Simple enough. Put some on an egg. Hard-boiled egg. There you go. Put a little bit of fresh one. Taste it. Put a little bit of the older one. Tell me if you don't taste the difference in the freshness. There's a world of difference between a fresh herb. Because what happens with spice is the longer it sits cut, I forget how it's breaking down. I think it's every hour it sits, once it's been chopped, it loses potency and flavor by almost half. So when you buy something that's completely done already, you don't know how long it's been sitting on the shelf. It could be sitting on the shelf for a week, a month, 6 months. It's not going to go bad, but it is going to lose flavor. One of the biggest things is bay leaves. We love bay leaves, but bay leaves, once they're in those little containers, don't buy a big container of bay leaves because, honestly, by the time you use them all, those first ones are going to have totally different flavor from the last ones in that bottle. Don't do it. Just a little tip for you. I think you'll like it. See, now I got mine is boiling hard. So what I'll come over here is I'll take that. I'll go 3 minutes. And I'll start it. That beeps, I'm taking them off. They're ready to go. 3 more minutes on the microwave. Boom, done. Lickety split. You got it. Now my pepper's done. What I take is I just hit the top a little bit to make sure I get it all off the top so that I don't make a mess. Then I put it right in my little container. How much better is that? Fresh pepper. Ground pepper. Whatever you want to do, boom, it's done. Perfect. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful stuff that, I mean, come on. How much better is that, really? Look at that. It's good stuff. It'll make me sneeze, though. Ooh, sneeze time. All right, folks. I want you guys to get a hold of me. Email, FaceTime, Facebook, my website, www.moyaskitchenconcepts, all one word, .com. Let me know what you need. That'll take you to my website. You can also catch me if you want to send me an email. Send it to me at moyaskitchenconcepts@gmail.com. You can send me an email. You want to give me a phone call? Go to my website. My phone is on there. It's also on my Facebook. I'm on Moya's Kitchen Concepts on Facebook. You can catch me there. Catch me, give me a call, give me an email. Let me know what you want to know, what you want to learn. Something that's been boggling you, something you've never done before. I want to show you, I want to help you, I want to teach you. I know you're busy ladies. I'm trying to give you whatever I can. Simple little restaurant tips that we use in the restaurant. Simple little tips I use at home. Trust me, I do this all excuse me, at home every day. I make my stock like I've told you. I keep my herbs. I do that all at home every day. I'm not going to sell you on something that I don't believe in. So ladies, please keep me in mind. Let me know what you need. I'm here for you. If you need me to come out to you, I'm more than happy to stand side by side with you. I'll bring any of my equipment that you need. I got a stand mixers. I got a slicer. I got whatever you need. Just give me a holler. I'm at your disposal. Again, my name is Hector Moya, in cooperation with Latina Masterminds, where we bring you Moya's Kitchen Concepts. Ladies, please take care of yourselves and your family. I love you. I'm here for you. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. See you.